Nordjyske Medier is an icon and symbol of a very well integrated newsroom. From this few years perspective and your experiences, what is the most important thing or things in this huge process?
It is in order to be able to tell people that they have to change and why, and then at the same time tell them what they have to change towards. And if you only do one of them, it will be very difficult to make people change their habits, because habits are extremely powerful. And if you think you are a writer and you ask people to think about television or radio, I mean, you can't order people to do that. They have to understand why, and they have to go through the change process and trying to make mistakes and daring being a failure, which you always are when you start something new. So you have to help people, and you have to praise the courageousness that you actually dare doing something new, instead of pointing at people and saying the result was not very good, which is never very good when you start something new. So it's pretty basic. You have to take people by the hand, and you have to lead them and tell them that it's okay to try. At Nordjyske, it's a very small regional newspaper. We changed that within a time frame of 2-3 years, saying that no, we are a media house, and we started producing radio, we started producing television, and we went to all kinds of other ways of getting access to people in Northern Jutland and interacting with them. When we started, it was 70% of the revenue coming from the newspaper, and 5 years later it was down to 30% on a growing revenue.
Do you really believe that newspaper reporters could be good as television reporters or radio journalists?
Not all of them, but 90% of them can. It's not difficult. And look at what you're doing. It's not difficult. You have this little camera there, and it's stand there by itself, and you hold a microphone, and you just hold it like against me when I'm talking, and then you remember to do like this when you're talking. So that's television. Television can be a BBC documentary which will cost $1 million, but it can also be this. This is a very effectful, meaningful television. And I don't know if you're trained a television reporter, but it's not difficult. Don't make it a rocket science thing. It's not. A lot of people say, I can't do television, I'm ugly. Then, well, first of all, that doesn't matter. Secondly, you don't have to be in the picture.
What will be the future of media houses after integration process? What are next steps?
I think the next step is also to recognize that the biggest paradigm shift is that we have lost the monopoly of telling stories to people ourselves, because we were the only one having the access. Now everybody can do it, and we have to, if we don't miss that boat also, we have to make sure that those people who come up with videos, who come up with sound, come up with blogs, that we involve them and take them into our news factory in order to make that content available for people and make it a quality for us, and not seeing it as a threat but as an opportunity.
Does it mean that we journalists someday will lose our job?
Some reporters will lose their jobs if they are not able to add more value that they want to have in their pockets in the end of the month. And a lot of reporters, they can't do that. They don't know enough. They are not original enough. I'm sorry to say that, but some will. There will be a need for good reporting, definitely, also in the future.